want to say it was like 71, 72. The first fiberglass molded foam core ski. It was based off one of their wood skis, and it had just a totally round bevel. First thing I did when I went out on it, I think I pulled out through the gates, went over to one and fell on my ear. The thing just rolled over, and I said, okay, I gotta do something about this. So I went back to the house, grabbed a file, had a Coors Light in my hands. So I drank that, and I just started refilling on both sides, and got something that was stabilized a little bit. And that ended up being the ski that won my first Masters on, I believe. But yeah, that was kind of the start of it for me.
This is the World Water Skiing Championships from Thorpe Park outside of London, England. And when I say the name Bob LaPoint, the world takes notice. Bob LaPoint and his brother Chris, who we saw earlier, are really synonymous with the sport of water skiing. And you're taking...
I was skiing since I was 8 years old. My first nationals, I was 10, 1965. That's what I did. Being out on the water felt comfortable. I like team sports. I played football, but when you're out skiing, it's you. It kind of drives you, and then plus getting involved in the design stuff, trying to make better skis so that you can run more buoys.
My brother and I designed a ski, so we designed it with us in mind, and I think we're both real happy with the way it works, and we really don't have to touch it at all.
My first stint as a carpenter was right after high school. First time I moved to Lake Tahoe, I was working building condos. That's kind of where I got my start and learned the art of working with wood tools. It came in handy when it came to working on skis, learning how to use tools and not cutting fingers off or anything. It's fun to get out here and use your brain, your hands, and figuring stuff out. I'm not as fast as I used to be, but I just still like working on stuff. There's certain things that a ski you look for. You got your bevel package, you got your concave, you got your shape, you got your rocker line and your flex. Those are kind of the main, it's ingredients. You mix those together to make your design. The thing is, it's always something to be learned. You can take something that you had worked on and say, it's not going to work, you gave up on it, and then you come back and revisit it because you moved on to other things, and then you realize, shoot, that ski, yeah, we missed it there. But it's a learning curve. And that's what's kind of cool about it. You're constantly learning. You think, oh yeah, this is it. This is the magic combo. But then 5 years later, that's not the magic combo. A couple strokes of a 120 grit sandpaper can ruin a ski, first of all, or you can make a bad ski better. The downside of knowledge can always be, well, you think you know, and you look at, oh, that's not going to work. And I've been guilty of that multiple times. You got to go into it with an open mind. That's why it's a never-ending process, and that's another thing that's good about it, is you're always coming up with, well, hey, what about this? Let's try that. Let's tweak this and see if we can make it better. There's nothing better than watching somebody, whether it's Will or Jamie or any of the team members go out and win on something that you were involved with, and that's you feel like you were involved in that. It's nice when you can shape something and then go out and ski on it and feel what it's doing. I was looking in my book, my fin setting book, and the last date in there I think was 2016, where I put some input of some stuff. And I had some back issues, and originally I thought, well, I'll just take some time off and it'll heal, and it didn't. It actually got worse. You take it for granted. Because I never took time off my whole life until I had my hip done. The feeling of the speed and the exhilaration and that, and the timing and everything that's involved, and the focus that you end up getting, it's a good feeling. Again, I miss that. Yeah. I mean, my goal, I'd say right now on camera, so you can hold me to, is to ski again. That's my goal, is to get back on the water. People that go out and free ski at 6 o'clock in the morning, they're not running buoys, but they're just as committed and excited and happy and proud of what they're doing, and that's what's cool about the sport. I don't think the perfect ski's been made, and who knows where it's going to go. There could be some major revolutionary thing that hasn't happened yet, and I'm hoping that I'm involved in it. So that's the other thing, the other reason why I still like being involved.